Welcome to Networking Arizona with host Carol Blonder. You'll hear interviews with businesses located throughout the valley. Networking, it makes a difference.
Yes, here we go. Welcome to the show, everyone, and Happy New Year to everyone out there. I'm going to go in. My first guest.
Whoa, we're jumping in right away. Holy cow.
We are going to do that because I have back with me Roland Bennett. I am so happy to have you on my show right now.
And we've got so little time.
Well, we do, but
and
we
so
have
much
30
to talk
minutes,
about
which
it.
is
You
nice.
just look phenomenal. You get younger and younger every year I come in here.
That's why I have you on the show, Roland, because you always say something nice to me.
Well, I mean, that's part of our contract. You give me discounts for nice compliments.
Roland, you are a loan originator. You're with People's Mortgage.
I am.
How long have you been with them?
75 years I've been with People's. No, I'm teasing. I've been with them going on a dozen years in the mortgage business. And gosh, it's funny you asked me that. What is this, 2016?
Yes.
That's got to be going on 9 years with People's. Love the guys over there. Sam Morris is running a phenomenal company there. Tim, Kevin, Sean, Garrett, those guys over there are great. Great company. What's really great about People's is they allow originators like myself to come in there, be a licensed mortgage banker in as many states as they're licensed in, and still allow us to place loans anywhere else that needs to be placed if there's some kind of niche program that another bank does or something. So the flexibility of People's is so great. There's really no loan that we can't get done at People's, which is so cool because, you know, as you know now, mortgage lending is like a minefield of guidelines. And they make it so tough. I mean, I just imagine these boardrooms of these mucky mucks, as a buddy of mine calls them, who happens to be an underwriter at Wells Fargo. The mucky mucks are sitting there in their nice suits, you know, and they've just fluffed up their little pocket lapel handkerchief, you know, matching the tie. And they're coming up with new guidelines and new hoops for home buyers to jump through. Am I right?
Right.
So much to the point, there's people out there that are not even thinking about buying houses because they just think it's too tough. You can't get a loan. It's too hard. They're too hard on me. My credit's not good enough. I haven't been at my job long enough. This and that. And, well, there's a little truth to that. There's a little truth to that.
Okay.
Because they have tightened the ship. You remember about 9 years ago?
Anybody could get a loan.
People joke and say you used to get a loan by breathing into a mirror. And it is a joke because you actually needed a driver's license. I mean, that's what you needed.
But now it's good that people
literally
have changed
that's all
that.
you needed.
Let's just talk a little bit about a couple of different things.
Yeah, let's jump in. Hey, can I do some housekeeping?
Please do.
My sweet little daughters, Harper and Catalina, I think are standing right by the radio, and it might be my 3-year-old Harper. It might be her first time hearing me on the radio. Not sure if she remembers the first time.
I remember the first time she was just born.
Well, I know. That's how long I've been here.
That's how long you've been coming on the show.
I've got more kids now than when I was first on Networking Arizona with Carol Blonder.
Well, you're busy.
My
you're
family's
very
larger.
busy.
My family's larger. And Lori, hi, sweetheart. She's sitting at with the girls, I'm sure, tuning them in, trying to hey, now listen, girls, Daddy's on the radio. Put the Play-Doh down.
Aren't you glad that we have Roland Bennett on? It's New Year's, the first New Year's.
Well, Happy New Year to you.
To you, too.
Well, thank you. And I want to parlay the comment about my daughters because that is a great segue.
Go ahead.
Because when my daughters go to college, God willing they go to college, right? They're going to go to college with perfect credit. And that's the one thing I want to talk about. That was one of the things I wanted to let you know is that that's the biggest downfall people have. They don't want to buy a house or refi. I just don't think my credit's good enough. Well, people just don't know about credit a lot of times until it's too late. And there's some very easy things to do. When you send your kids off at 18, right? That's when they go.
Kick them out.
That's when they're on their own, right? That's when you start taking cruises and vacations because your kids are out of the house.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. Why not send them out with perfect credit?
So
and if they
how
want
do
to
we
screw
do
that
that?
up, they can screw it up.
By calling you?
Having credit cards, opening them authorized user accounts for them and whatnot. And credit is the biggest downfall for people these days. And fact of the matter is there's some loan programs out there that you can put as little as 3.5% down and not have very good credit at all and get the same rates as the guys with perfect credit.
Okay.
And that's what a lot of people don't know.
Now, you do free consultations with people.
Sure.
And what you're going to do, we're going to do that anyway. And we're also going to enter everybody. You're all about education. I mean, that's
Absolutely.
what you really want to do, is you want
Hands
to educate everybody out there that is listening, because you've been in this business forever. You can help people. You know a ton of different programs, and each person's story is different.
Well, and it is all about education, because when somebody's a first-time home buyer, they go out and they call me and they say, I want the free money. I know there's grants. I'm a first-time home buyer. Where's my first-time home buyer money?
Where's the money?
And we know we're listening to conservative talk radio. This is an Obama AM station. Am I right? Not saying anything bad, Obama, because I'm not gonna talk politics.
Okay.
Not gonna bring Donald Trump into this half-hour segment at all, or Obama, or Hillary, or anything. We're not going to talk politics. This is mortgage radio right now on Networking Arizona on the Carol Blonder Show.
All right, go ahead. Talk mortgage to me.
Well, here's the thing. Everybody's talking mortgages lately. The feds have raised the rate. It's too late. Feds have already, right?
Yeah.
That just happened a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, I know.
The rates are raised. Can't do it anymore.
What are people going to do?
Grants. First, I can't get my money anymore and all this stuff. Well, that's what the education process is about. On the way here to the radio station today, I was talking with a client. And that client said, I'm a first-time home buyer. I want to know what grants are out there. Somebody told me to look at the grants. Well, in a lot of cases, the grant programs to help you buy a house will end up costing you more money in the long run. And people say, well, what do you mean? It's free money. It's they're handouts. Well, not necessarily. Typically, I mean, the old saying, you either pay now or you pay later. If you pay later, you pay more. That applies to mortgage lending, and that applies to a lot of these grant programs and whatnot. But you need to know your options, and that's what I'm here for, is to talk to you about the home buying process, whether or not you're qualified in there. Also, refinance options, especially if it's for a condo and you're pulling some cash out. But there's so many options out there and so many different things to look at. And there's so much stuff clouding the industry as well, as far as, the grant programs. And you have to put 20% down if you don't want to pay mortgage insurance, or on a conventional loan, can you get a loan for this? And my credit's not good enough, and you need a 700, and it's tough to decipher.
I'm going to get something out here now. First of all, we're going to open up the lines for everybody to call.
Open them up.
What we're going to do is this: we're going to let you text him. He's going to enter everybody into winning a $30 gift. It's a coffee card that you're going to get.
Local coffee bistro.
Local to your bistro coffee card, or whatever
Barista.
it is.
I forget the name.
Go ahead and text him, because he wants to talk to you about your options. And even if it's not now, it could be, sometimes people are doing with you. You can get something later, but you can text him. The number is 602-513-3686,
Yes.
and you're getting entered in to win a $30 coffee card to a
Absolutely.
local coffee bistro near you.
And after the break, because I know you're going to pull us to break pretty soon here, are you not? I want to talk about what the Fed interest rate hike means. Because immediately following the Fed's interest rate hike, a lot of long-term mortgage rates dropped. And people are saying, wait a minute, the rates just went up. Well, they did. Some rates went up.
Okay,
Some
so
rates
go
are
ahead.
coming down. So let's do that after the break.
Okay.
Because I want to jump into that stuff, because it's really good. Because a lot of people are sitting out there, they're blown out, right? Some people were standing on the sidelines waiting to buy a house. Then all of a sudden they heard
blown out.
They're blown out, and they've got a family, and they want to buy a house, right? And they want to have those things, and now they think, well, the Fed just raised the rates. I can't buy now. Rates are too high.
And they also don't know whether their credit is good enough or not. You got to learn that.
And I want to squash the rumors. Let's squash rumors.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and give out his phone number. You can text to 602-513-3686. You're getting entered in to win a $30 gift card to your favorite coffee place near you.
Yep.
And just because he wants to talk to you about your options. Again, that number is 602-513-3686. And I'm going to also let you call here, too, at 602-277-5369. We're going to get you connected with Roland. Hang on tight. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
If I traded it
I'm back on the air with Roland, and I absolutely love having Roland on the air with me. Roland Bennett, he's a loan originator with People's Mortgage.
That's right.
What are we going to talk about?
Well, we're going to talk about some things. 108-878, by the way, is my NMLS number. I think I have to give that out.
Good, thank you.
We're going to do another commercial. We're going to give out some other information as well on that commercial, all sorts of license numbers. You can go to RolandBennettLoans.com and look up all of my license numbers in all the states that I'm licensed to do business in.
Okay. So go to Roland Bennett Loans.
RolandBennettLoans.com.
Okay.
Bennett, just like Tony Bennett the singer, Roland, R-O-L-A-N-D, and loans as in plural. Not that you need more than one, right? But what they say is, the banks don't loan, but Roland Bennett loans. I get a lot of declines. A lot of realtors refer me clients that have been declined elsewhere. And then I'm able to help that person figure out why their loan didn't go through first, what to do to get them to get qualified through the loan process the second time through. Sometimes I view myself as a defense attorney, and the underwriters are the jury, and the funder is the judge, right? They're laying down the sentence.
Love that analogy.
They're laying down the sentence, but it's true. And you've got to present to the jury and have them...
A case.
Right, a case. That's what mortgage submissions are. The average loan application, the full package that goes to... Like, if I were to submit a full loan application, full package with the appraisal and title and homeowner's insurance and everything to my underwriter, into underwriting, and they were to approve it with no conditions, go right into closing, which is what we strive to do on all of our loans. The average loan submission today is roughly 500 pages long. I'm not even, that's no joke. VA loans are closer to 600-700 pages long. If you've got multiple borrowers, especially non-married multiple borrowers, you're almost doubling the paperwork. The easy slam dunk, you got the people out there with the 800 credit. They got a $500,000 cush salary job at some big .com company deal, right? And they're just, they're the people that are like upset that there's even a loan underwriting process. Just show them my bank statement. This should be no problem for them. Those loans are 500 pages long.
What is the number one reason that you can, right off the bat, that people get declined?
Number one reason that people get declined?
It has to be the first one that comes to your mind, because it's always one thing that's on somebody's credits, that you can help them with.
Well, another number one that I can help them with is their credit score wasn't high enough for that particular program.
And how do you do that?
Well, there's some tricks to the trade in raising credit score. If you're out there right now and you're thinking, I want to get my score up and get the best rate possible, pay your credit card balances down to under 10% of the credit limit, but not paid off completely. You get more points. If you have a credit card limit for $10,000, you'll have more points added to your credit for having $100 on the card than having $0 on the card. So have something. Use the credit. Just don't use a lot of it, right? Don't miss payments. When you get a collection, like a medical collection especially, you need to call up, go ahead and pay it, but only pay it if they agree to delete it from your credit report. A lot of times I'm spending time on the phone with clients on three-way calls, because I paid my way through college working at MCI as a telemarketer. I know it's tough for you to believe. But I used to keep people on the phone for a living. And I paid my way through college doing that.
You're keeping me on this radio show.
Well, I know that.
And
that's what's so fun. But that's like getting collections deleted. You don't get a collection deleted unless you've heard no, we can't delete collections 5 or 6 times, and you go down the line 4 or 5 different people. And you just continue to talk to them. And you got to wear them down, right? It's like a UFC fight. It's crazy. So I would say that a lot of times the number one thing people get declined is because they're calculating their debt-to-income ratio with income that's not considered qualifiable. If you just started a W-2 job that has commission and you just made $50,000 commission in your first 5 months, well, you haven't had a commission job for 2 years, so you're not going to get any of that commission income. So people that are working with mortgage originators like me that don't know how to calculate qualifiable income is probably the number one thing people get declined for.
He wants you to text him to his phone right now at 602-513-3683. 3686. Everybody's getting entered in to win a $30 gift coffee card for your favorite place around the corner from you, because
right
he
does
want to talk to you.
Every corner.
Every corner.
Well, it's
he wants to talk to you about your options. So give him a call, 602-513-3686, and just talk to him. Find out what he can do for you. And just text him.
Just throw me an emoji.
Say happy.
Is that what they call it? Is that what they're called?
Yeah,
emojis?
Emojis.
Okay.
What are those? A little Happy New Year one.
Yeah, the little things.
The little things,
Right.
the smiley face,
Yeah.
anything. As long as you text them to
Here's the deal. If you're in the middle of a loan transaction right now and have not gotten loan docs out yet, you need to call me.
602.
If you're shopping for a house, you need to call me right now.
Give out your number.
Don't hang up the phone. Hey, don't you even touch that radio dial. I see you driving down I-10 right now looking at the sign that says there's a traffic accident underneath the
Good.
bridge.
You have time to pull over and stop to text.
Well, they're going about 5 miles an hour. There's a crash in the tunnel. I know there's a crash in the tunnel. I exited on 3rd Avenue to get here. Take your time. Slow down. Nobody's asking you to text and drive, but do not turn the radio station off of 1100 a.m. That's where you need to be right now.
Come on and give him a call. So it's 602-513-3686. I'm also going to let you call here throughout the rest of the show for it if you haven't gotten
That'd be a lot of fun,
able
Carol.
to do that at 602-277-5369. And toll free, it's
Or just
1-866-536-1100.
Or just jump on Google and type in Roland Bennett, People's Mortgage, whatever. You'll find me if you don't have enough time to. I don't want you pulling out the phone, texting, taking notes.
But check him out at Roland
Right.
Bennett Loans. That's with an S.com. So you actually can do loans for people in Arizona, California, Illinois, Oregon, Texas, and Washington.
That's right.
And I'm saying this because, I'll tell you something. You had mentioned that when you first came on, that your company allows you to be able to do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people have dual places. They have family.
Or they're
coming
moving
back
out
and
of here.
forth.
They transfer out of here. They want to work with somebody here that understands what the house that they're selling.
Mm-hmm.
You're buying your condo in Chicago. I can help you with that. You're moving up to the East or the West Coast. And you know what I have coming down the pipe for 2016? And this is the first time this is a world premiere
On
announcement.
my show.
World premiere announcement that I will soon be lending in Tennessee, Colorado, and Iowa.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this show is heard all around the world.
Well, it's an international radio show because it's networking.
Well, it's national, but actually it isn't international. You
Well, you
are
can get
actually
online.
right. Absolutely. You guys can get online and go to RolandBennettLoans.com, all you people that are moving in here from another country.
From Syria. Right. You want to come in here? I'll walk you through getting qualified for a job, right? You 30 days on the job, we get you a loan. I know they're coming. They're coming from all over the place. Why wouldn't you come here?
All right.
You
Is
got
it
the
a good
Carol
time?
Blonder Show in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's move to the United States.
Everybody wants to come on the show just because they're coming to Arizona just to hear the show.
Well, they are.
So here, let me... I love it.
1100 AM radio. I mean, why else would you move to Arizona?
Exactly.
Right.
For 8.5 years, I've been doing this show.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much. People like
you made it over the hump.
that have been coming on my show for as long as you have.
Well, it's a lot of fun. It's always fun to come on your show.
But the
Your
main
show's
thing
the
about
greatest show on
coming on the
radio.
show is about getting the word out.
Well, it's about getting the word out, and I know we didn't talk about it, and I know we're out of time. But
Not yet.
If you're
You got a couple
veteran,
of more
if you're a
minutes.
veteran of the United States of America,
Talk to them.
you just so happen to possibly be eligible for the greatest home buying, purchasing power that American mortgages have to offer, and that's the VA purchase loan. It's the only government-insured loan that is not required to pay monthly mortgage insurance. And if you're a disabled veteran, there's a possible chance that you're exempt from even paying the VA funding fee up front. So
Wow.
you're borrowing 100%, no money down, no mortgage insurance, no funding fee. I mean, it's phenomenal.
It's a new year. Are there any
is.
new laws that people should know about?
Well,
Or has
I
anything
think
other than that
I
changed?
I think we just heard about that today regarding the gun laws.
Oh, help me.
That was
Yes, I saw
that. was
that.
earlier.
I meant for...
For buying houses. Yeah, actually, so
Roland
there are
Bennett.
there are some new things coming down. It's called you've got to prove that you have money to pay the mortgage bill, and if you need to be required to put a down payment down, you have to actually verify where that money's coming from. Can you believe that?
Okay, so that means that you have to prove that you have a job or have to be able to pay. How do you do that? I mean, so if you have, oh my God, they're making
check
it
this
hard
out. Check this out. So one of the biggest differences right now for people out there listening is, okay, when do I get income? I'm self-employed. I'm going to be self-employed. I'm not self-employed anymore. If you're self-employed and you're shutting the doors of the business and you're going to go get a W-2 job, it's much easier to get a loan for a house than if you have a W-2 job and you're like, I can do this on my own. I'm opening my own business. Then there's tougher laws for you. There's tougher rules.
Okay.
So if you are self-employed or thinking about self-employed and also thinking about buying a house, you got to call me and I'll fill you in with the deal.
His number is 602-513-3686. Text him. I don't care if you just send him a little emoji that says a little happy face and all sorts of fun things. He's going to go ahead and talk to you about what your options are. I'm going to also let you call in throughout the rest of the show to get connected with him at a $30 gift card to 602-277-5369.
Woohoo!